Alrighty then. Hey everybody! My name is Sierra and I am 23 years old, soon to be 24 in a few months, and you know, lately I've been getting to thinking that it's, you know, time to let my wings spread and fly away. I guess I just need a change in my life. And so what I'm getting ready to do is hopefully buy a van and live in it. This apartment that I'm living in is lovely, but I currently feel a little stuck, and I am not going to renew the lease here, so I'm going to buy a van and convert it into my home. In order to do that, I have got to downsize a lot. So that is what this video is going to be about. Yeah, I am going to kind of go through my plan and what I am going to try and accomplish today. So what I'm trying to accomplish today is narrowing everything down to about 8 items per sort of category, I suppose. So, you know, like 8 shirts, 8 pants, 8 shorts, although I definitely won't have 8 shorts, so I'm thinking of combining a few of the categories. Like, I don't have that many tank tops, so maybe tank tops and shorts will be in one category. Anyway, we'll see as we go along. So 8 items of need, and then I'm gonna make a pile of things that I hope to sell. With this transition into a nomadic lifestyle, I'm gonna need money, and I already have some saved up, but you know, the more money I can have saved up, the better. And then I am going to have a giveaway pile, so that's gonna be stuff that I don't think is really sell worthy, like maybe it has a hole in it, and I've always had intentions of fixing it, but I never got around to it. But I don't think that that necessarily means it needs to go into the trash, so I'm gonna give it to like Goodwill instead. And then I'm also gonna have a pile of keepsakes, because there is some stuff that means a lot to me, and luckily I have parents who are willing to keep a box or two in their garage for me until I do eventually have my own garage to keep it in. So yeah, that is the plan. Let's get over to the closet. All right, the first thing you see me grab here are a couple things that I know I am going to keep, but definitely not take with me. They're kind of big, but I'd like to have them later on in life. Then what you see me doing is just a quick pass through my closet, where I am essentially just trying not to think about it too much and just picking out things that I know that I wear frequently versus things that I don't wear like at all. Once I have them into kind of general categories, I will further whittle it down to the numbers that I've designated myself, which is the 8 of each item. There I just threw another article of clothing that I don't necessarily want to keep, but my sister might want, so I will end up making a pile that actually doesn't fit under any of my categories and is actually a pile for my sister to try on. There you see me showing my progress already. All of those that I just set down are stuff that I'm gonna sell. That look I gave the camera right there is because I'm kind of sad. I just bought those skirts from the thrift store, and they're really cute, but I just don't really wear skirts that often, so why keep them? And those pants, both of them have the belt loops are broken. If you guys know how to fix that, I'd love to know. But for that reason, I am giving them to the thrift store instead of trying to resell them. Just going through my last pairs of pants here. I have a lot of leggings, so that was something that I kind of had to whittle down. Here you see me being like, this is definitely way too many items of clothing, definitely more than 8 of each. So now I'm separating them into possible categories like dresses, long sleeves, short sleeves, tank tops, and just kind of seeing where I'm at. So I think at this point I had like 14 shirts and like 10 long sleeves, which isn't that far off, but I definitely had to whittle it down more. This change of angle is because in these bottom drawers I have all my pajama shirts and workout clothes, which have always been hard for me to give away because a lot of them have sentimental value, like they're shirts that I've gotten from like camps or events such as marathons, triathlons, century rides, stuff like that. I like to get little mementos from that, and I like to get things that are actually useful. So I tend to get t-shirts, but then I just have a ton of t-shirts, and so I'm, gotta work on getting rid of it. Yeah. And I am including all of these things in my number count, so that's why you see me putting them up in the hanging area, because it has to be 8 including everything that's in the drawers, which was definitely a challenge, but one worth going through, I think. And this is kind of the final piles. Not quite, because I haven't gone through my jackets and such, but it's kind of a rough idea of how much of each thing I have to give away. I'm pretty proud of my sell pile. It's pretty large. Pretty excited about that. And at this point, I am going through and I'm picking out the things that I know I don't want to get rid of. So I'm just kind of doing a little pass through and taking out of the closet what I know for sure I want to keep. And then the things that I'm questioning, hopefully I'll just be able to give away, is kind of the idea. Once again, getting rid of that skirt because I mean, I like it and I've worn it in the past, but I just don't really do it much anymore, so it's gotta go. And once the t-shirts got too difficult to narrow down anymore, I ended up moving on to other things. So that's why you saw me doing the dresses and then doing the long sleeves. And then I went back to the t-shirts. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a few piles of my need items. Got my long sleeves, which I have 6. My like athletic pants, which I have 7. My everyday wear pants, which I have 7. Dresses, I have 3. And I totally forgot about my tank tops. And shirts, I have 6. Now these are not the final piles. So I think what I'm gonna do now is sort of fill in the gaps and allow myself to bring a few more just standard shirts because I didn't reach top numbers in all the other categories. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way up with the dresses. I might just leave the dresses as is, pretend that's complete, but allow myself to bring like 4 more. Plus this would be 6, so like 6 more shirts total. So this was probably the hardest part of this entire experience, was really trying to realize which shirts I'm gonna wear. And so you see me here looking at this gray shirt, and I really like this gray shirt. I actually wear it pretty often, but if I am only allowing myself 8 shirts, I'm kind of more of an expressive dresser, I suppose, and so I'd rather give up a plain basic t-shirt for the exchange of a patterned t-shirt, if that makes sense. So I end up throwing it in the sell pile. Alright, so final verdict. I've got 11 shirts. If you paying attention, you might have seen that I forgot about my tank top, so I added that to my dress pile. So now there's 6, 7 pants, 7 workout pants, and 6 long sleeve shirts. And so I have 5 piles here, all of which I had like 8 slots allocated to, so that would have been 40 pieces of clothing total, and as it stands right now there are 37 pieces of clothing. So I think I was hoping to get rid of more than I did, but overall I'm pretty happy with that. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I realize, and you probably do too, that that isn't everything that goes in a wardrobe. Like, I didn't go through my socks or my jackets, but if you are interested in seeing me go through that, you can head on over to my blog, which will be in the description, and it'll be the very first blog post that I've ever posted on a blog ever, because I'm really new to this. But basically, I'm gonna do a more in-depth post about all of this stuff and go into also more things like everyday items that I'm getting rid of. And yeah, so if you're interested in seeing that, go on over there. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.